Welcome to our next video, the second in our series on Turkey.
There are only two in this one.
So it's a trilogy of two this time. What do we think of Turkey?
It's really beautiful. It's very big. We basically had to travel from east to west. It was quite a couple of thousand kilometers that we traveled, so we saw quite a lot. And I would say the second half we possibly saw more interesting historical things. Very, very interesting. Ephesus was just amazing, and some other things
we did avoid in the second half was the earthquake zone. So for those that don't know, there was a big earthquake there which displaced a lot of people. We would have gone south earlier, but we didn't, just to avoid that zone and to not cause extra hassles.
And
as Hans says, very big, very varied from east to west, in all sorts of ways, in people, but also in, well, we saw it in climate. Now that could be for two reasons. One is the distance, but also because we were traveling, as we traveled, the seasons changed. This whole trip has been an interesting journey of seasons.
yes, yeah. That was the most winter we had, especially in the first video. The second video we were a little bit more south, so it was warmer and not as much snow. The other thing that I put right at the end of the video is I had a few snippets of dogs. Just that dogs are everywhere. They are, I would say, abandoned.
I wouldn't say that. I think they're stray dogs. They're wild.
Yes, stray dogs.
They live out in the wild. I wouldn't say they're not wild. They are domesticated.
Yeah.
But they live on. They're independent dogs.
Yes, they looked after though. I mean, none of them looked.
No, the community generally does look after them. We had one night where there were 4 puppies playing underneath the van, and these puppies were strong enough to actually move the van.
Yeah.
And they were tiny little things.
Yeah.
So they're real stocky,
beautiful dogs. Really, yeah. It was very noticeably very beautiful. The food is very nice. We enjoyed the food there. Not too different for us because we live in the UAE, so we actually had quite a lot of Turkish food as well. We had a little bit of fun and games trying to get into Greece in Edirne, which you can check our Instagram posts for that if you really want to know the details. Had a very nice Turkish policeman looking after us. Very concerned about our well-being and where we park the van and that we're safe.
Generally, everybody in Turkey was hospitable.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's about it.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it. We hope you enjoy the video, and please give us your comments. Thank you. And please subscribe if you haven't. Really helps us.
And
thanks a lot.
We'll see you in the next one, which is about Greece.
Okay, bye.
Zula Lake is a mid-sized crater lake in southwest Turkey and is about 196 meters deep. It is known as the Turkish Maldives due to the color of water and sand. The American Space Agency NASA stated that the minerals and rock deposits at Zula Lakes are the nearest match on Earth with the deposits on the Jezero crater where the spacecraft landed. What's this crystallized salt?
Well, it's salts.
Salts, yeah.
Not sodium chloride, but
Yeah. Pamukkale, meaning cotton castle in Turkish, is a natural site in southwestern Turkey. The name refers to the surface of a shimmering, snow-white limestone, shaped over millennia by calcite-rich springs. Dripping slowly down the mountainside, mineral-rich waters collect in and cascade down the mineral terraces into pools below.
just outside the port.
Ephesus is one of the largest Roman archaeological sites in the eastern Mediterranean. It is a city in ancient Greece, and the visible ruins still give some idea of the city's original splendor. It was built in the 10th century BC by Celtic and Ionian Greek colonists. The city came under the control of the Roman Republic in 129 BC. Ephesus is also mentioned in one of Paul's epistles in the New Testament, and the Gospel of John may also have been written there. The city was destroyed by Goths in 263 AD, and although it was rebuilt afterwards, its importance as a commercial centre declined as the harbour was slowly silted up by the nearby river. In 614, it was partially destroyed by an earthquake. The history of the archaeological research in Ephesus stretches back to 1863, when the British architect John Turtle Wood, sponsored by the British Museum, began to search for the arts mission. In 1869, he discovered the pavement to the temple. Later, in 1895, the German archaeologist Otto Bendorf continued with the work.
From here you should be able to hear
The echo,
You
yeah.
hear it? Huh?
Hello?
No, not loud. You don't have to speak loud. Just have to speak normally.
Hello?
You hear it. Come stand in the middle.
Hello? Okay, you can see vaguely here.
Yeah.
No, no, it's the acoustics of these
Yeah.
things. When iOverlander says that there's water next to a traffic light, you wonder what they mean. But this is what it is. A nice little fountain for us, well, tap for us, to fill up our water tank. Some of these things are, they've got worms on them. So it's like a big cocoon. And it looks like eggs there as well. So, and they are just everywhere. All these trees. This is just the corniche or the promenade, Chapakele, however you say it, if that's the right name. After being used in the movie Troy, the horse statue was given to Turkey after the official request by the Ministry of Culture and Tourism of the Republic of Turkey. It is exhibited in the Çanakkale city centre since September 2004. It weighs approximately 12 tons, is made of a steel body and covered by fiberglass. Its height is 12.4 meters, 6 meters wide and 12 meters long. Troy was an ancient city and is best known for the setting for the Greek myth of the Trojan War. It was repeatedly destroyed and rebuilt during the 4,000 years of occupation. As a result, the site is divided into 9 archaeological layers, each corresponding to a city built on the ruins of the previous. go about the what? Straight?
No, you can.
The what? Yeah,
You?
the dialysis.
Yeah.
Dialysis. No, what is it?
Dardanelles.
Dardanelles. This is the Dardanelles Straits, which is the strait leading right up to Istanbul.
And
You can see the horse there in the distance, but it's so dark.
sorry,
The horse, the toy horse.
Oh, yes.
It's so dark it actually
No, no.
blends in quite a bit. It's a beautiful day today. I mean, it's windy, but
Yeah.
it's clear.
Which way are you going from here?
I don't know, I haven't looked. I know we're going down. Bottom.
Okay. 2 meters 70 wide. I think I can make it.
3 meters 80 high. How are you? How high?
No, I'm not 380. 390.
The Anzac Cove is a small cove on the Gallipoli Peninsula in Turkey. It became famous as the site of a World War I landing of the Anzacs, that is the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps, on the 25th of April 1915. The cove is about 600 meters long, and the beach became the main base for the Australian and New Zealand troops for the 8 months of the Gallipoli campaign.